Hello everyone, my name is Michelle, and today we're going to talk about how to rationalize the denominator. So what is rationalizing? What we do in rationalizing is when there is a radical or a square root or a cube root or any root in the denominator, we want to take that out and put it on the numerator. Why do we want to do that? Well, it's because it's going to make simplifying a lot easier. And honestly, why do you want to do it? You want to do it because your teachers will probably not accept an answer with a radical in the denominator, at least from my experience. Additionally, you don't want to sleep on this lesson because rationalizing appears a lot in things like geometry and other school subjects, and also they will appear a lot in your life. One example would be radians. If you have an engineering job or any job that requires you to measure angles, you're probably going to be using radians, and those have a lot of radicals in them. Alright, so let's get to how to rationalize. So say we have this fraction, x over the square root of y. And I'm just writing square root because that's the simplest, but it could be any root. And what we do to rationalize is we're going to multiply by a well-chosen 1. And a well-chosen 1 is a fraction that equals to 1, but is going to help simplify. So our well-chosen 1 is going to be the denominator. So we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the denominator. And what's going to happen is the numerator is just going to multiply like normal. But what happens in the denominator is the square roots will cancel out. So we're going to be left with y. And that's all rationalizing is. We've taken out the radical from the denominator and we're done. Alright, here we have some examples. Start with example A, 3 over the square root of 3. What we're going to do is multiply by a well-chosen 1. Our well-chosen 1 is going to be the denominator, so we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the denominator. And that's going to equal 3 times the square root of 3 divided by 3. And we can simplify this a little further because the 3's cancel out. So we'll be left with the square root of 3. And that is our answer. On to example B. We have the square root of 2 over the square root of 5. We are going to multiply the top and the bottom by the denominator, so the square root of 5. And that is going to equal square root of 2 times the square root of 5 over the square roots in the denominator cancel out, so it'll be over 5. Now all we have to do is simplify the numerator. We can multiply square roots, so that's just going to be the square root of 10 over 5. And that is our final answer. Alright, so on to example C, we have 7 plus the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. We're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of 2. And that will equal the square root of 2 times 7 plus square root of 2 over 2. Next we are going to distribute the square root of 2 in the numerator. So that's going to leave us with 7 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 2 and the square root of 2 are going to cancel out. So it'll leave us with 2 over 2. And we can simplify this a little more by separating the fraction. So we'll have 7 square root of 2 over 2 plus 1. And that is our final answer. Alright, so that's all I have for this lesson. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something today, and have a wonderful day.